Facciamo la conferenza stampa e Vin Diesel ci raggiungerà fra qualche minuto. Mi sembrava una scelta, a tutti noi è sembrata una scelta preferibile che tenervi ancora qui in attesa. Quindi se c'è qualcuno che vuole iniziare con le domande, alzi la mano. Allora, laggiù in fondo per favore il microfono, uno e l'altro di quei signori, Marco, Valerio.
Buongiorno, sono Marco Spagnoli. Volevo chiedervi che cosa, insomma, questa è una franchise che ormai dura da tanto tempo, che cosa vi attrae e qual è la vostra passione per questa saga che ogni volta però, va detto, ci sorprende. Grazie.
Thank you.
No problem.
I appreciate that.
I got you.
Yeah. You know, obviously when we did the first movie, Ben and I were relatively unknown. You know, we were both new to the game and we're still trying to figure things out, and we had the opportunity to go make this movie. And it caught everybody by surprise. You want to start with that, or should I finish?
No, go.
Okay. And, you know, it's gotten to the point now.
I'm sorry, I'll tell you, I'm not English. They have the translation.
Okay, it's happening right now?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yeah, I got a handful.
All right, perfect. You know, obviously, I've been involved with the majority. The only one that I wasn't in was the third installment. And, you know, Tyrese and I, we had the pleasure of making the second one together without Vin, but, you know, in living it in its different stages, it's gotten to a point now where I've learned not being involved with Vin, not being involved with Tyrese, not being involved with Ludacris, especially when I'm not in it myself, that quite frankly you piss the fans off. So it's gotten to a point where when the opportunity comes to make another one, I don't want to live with walking the streets with people asking me for a reason or an excuse why certain individuals weren't involved or aren't involved. And I feel like finally, for the first time, I think with this episode, I'm not going to have to answer any of those questions because everybody's finally together. You know, we spoke of the last one as being a reunion of sorts with the original cast members coming back, but, you know, obviously Tyrese and Luda and all those were, you know, more than a big part of this franchise. And in my opinion, given the opportunity to come back to make a fifth installment, it's like making it to the championship game. And all the players were able to come back and hit it out of the park.
All-star.
That's right.
You want to say something about it?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I agree with Paul. I just think at the end of the day, you have to respect the culture. And with this particular film, the fans show up and the fans are expecting to see certain ingredients. And I mean, when I got the phone call about Too Fast, Too Furious, it was like the biggest phone call I could ever get in my life, because that was only my second movie I had done after Baby Boy. So to go from like a urban kind of classic movie at the time to doing something like Too Fast, to go into the international realm and have people walking up to you talking about Roman Pierce who didn't know English was a very big deal, you know. So I'm just honored to be here, honored to be back, and obviously with Paul, he fought to bring me back to be a part of the fifth one. And we had more fun on this one than ever. You know, I didn't really know what to expect coming into it, but with all the personalities and star power in one movie, we all have a beginning, a middle, and an end to our characters, which is very important, and Justin landed an amazing job on that. Thank you.
Intanto mentre il microfono raggiunge Valerio, io vi do un'informazione completamente inutile perché avete Facebook, ma Fast and Furious 5 esce in Italia il 4 maggio, come scritto qui sulla prima pagina. Non chiedetemi in quante copie perché ancora non lo so, qualcuno me lo dirà, se vi interessa lo comunicherò al prossimo intervallo. Prego Valerio.
Buongiorno Valerio Salvi, io volevo sapere da Tyrese come ci si sente a far parte di 2 franchise di grandissimo successo e che differenze ci sono, e poi come vanno le sue attività collaterali, perché insomma lui canta, tra l'altro ha pubblicato anche un fumetto che è andato abbastanza bene.
No, I'm gonna let you do that. You know, I guess for me, since the beginning, putting out a couple of albums and then transitioning into doing movies, the world is a stage, and who am I to not try and take advantage of every opportunity I can to get out here and just have some fun. And so doing movies and music and then transitioning into making a comic book character named Mayhem was a very big deal. I went to Comic-Con in San Diego. Like most of us who do films, they want us to go out there to try and get the comic book fans excited. And instead of me going there just to be excited and sell Transformers or whatever movie I was selling at the time, I got really influenced by the comic book crowd and said, you know, I don't want to just be here on a podium selling a movie to the comic book fans. I want to try and contribute to the audience. And I went home and created a comic book character. And, you know, it's beautiful. I mean, one of the new accomplishments, Paul.
I'm telling it. Now, Tyrese, he recently wrote an autobiography. What's the title, Tyrese?
The book is called How to Get Out of Your Own Way.
That's right. Anyhow, just as of recent, it's on the New York Times bestseller list in the self-help category. So that's my boy, right there.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, but that's what it's about, you know. It's about, even when it comes to Fast Five, I think we all came back into this saying, yes, the fans want another one, and we have a responsibility to show up and do our part, but how do we take it to the next level? How do we make it better? How do we up the ante? And I think me and Paul's responsibility, without coming in overthinking, overanalyzing, overperforming, we just wanted to make it fun. And there was a bunch of stunts that Paul did. Once I seen the overall movie, I was really jealous. Like the one scene when the car jumps off, I was hoping that Justin would have called me to the set that day and said, can you come out of the trunk, you know? But he didn't call me. But.
Salve, volevo fare una domanda per entrambi. Neanche la settimana scorsa siamo stati qua per la conferenza di Thor e la Marvel, sappiamo Marvel Studios che stanno cercando di fare un film con tutti i supereroi, tutti i Vendicatori insieme. Neanche l'anno scorso Stallone ha fatto Expendables con tutti gli action heroes assieme. I Fast and Furious precedenti a questi erano sempre più o meno con una coppia, invece in questo effettivamente sembrano un gruppo di supereroi, se non gli Expendables più giovani, perché effettivamente voi siete la generazione successiva a quella di Svarzi, Stallone e Bruce Willis. Secondo voi per quale motivo oggi il cinema d'azione, il cinema d'avventura, d'immaginario ha bisogno del grande gruppo di attori? È un discorso di saturazione perché non basta più l'eroe d'azione singolo o è semplicemente un'evoluzione? Non so, a voi.
I think that what we found with this particular franchise is that culturally, I think that everyone has a face. Everyone feels represented. You know, obviously, I represent a certain part. You know, I'm blonde hair, blue eyes, all American, and you know, maybe not everybody identifies with me as a result. You know, maybe it's only my type that really appreciates what I do. You know, but you know, we got Tyrese. We got, you know...
I represent the sexy black. Sexy black, extra crispy. Bring it on.
But I think that's what it's really about. And I think, you know, also I think the superheroes, I think they changed. You know, I don't think you could have an Arnold Schwarzenegger today or Sylvester Stallone. I think today, with, you know, reality being what it is with reality TV and the instant gratification and connectivity and Twitter and all that, I think there's also more of appreciation for like the regular guy that can step up and, you know, and make it happen regardless of the circumstance. I think we saw that with, I think we see that with the Bourne franchise. And, you know, Matt Damon's an everyday guy, but he goes out there and kicks ass. You know, he doesn't have bullets bouncing off his chest. I think, I don't know, personally, I've always identified more with that type of hero.
I would say that I think the Marvel universe in itself is one thing, and obviously with the amount of stars in one film when it comes to Fast Five in particular, they're naturally going to try and clump or compare the two, but it's a completely different world. This is the car culture. This is adrenaline, energy. This particular one, Fast Five, has the, sexy. Yeah. Paul is holding the whole sexy thing down. I have a problem when it comes to working out. My left arm is more in shape than my right, but we'll talk about that another time. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been working. I'm trying to figure this out. My guy.